So today I'm trying to take the rear wheel off on a Street Triple Triumph. So it's a 2018 Street Triple. So as you can see, the tires are pretty balding in the center. I can get like another maybe 300 miles out of it, but I already have a new tire ready to go. So I'm like, what the? Let's get it replaced. So the first step is I took off this bolt, which is this one. It had this washer right there. Oopsie. Hope I don't lose it. Okay. Like that, and this nut, as you can see, it has a bead running around it, but that's a outer facing. So you put it in like that, and this is a 27. So you need a socket that's 27. I have a deep socket. That's a number here. Yeah, right there. 27. It was quite tight, so I had to use the breaker bar, which is to be expected for an axle nut, so it's okay. But when I put it back this in, I'm going to torque it to the exact specs that Triumph wants us to do it. Alright, so the next step is I loosen the chain adjusting nut right there. So it has a lock nut here at the very end where it connects to the swing arm, and the adjuster nut here. You need to first loosen the tightening bolt here, and that's a 13 in metric, and that's at 12. I don't know why Triumph did that, but that's a 13, that's a 12. So make sure you use the right one so you don't run into slippages. So I loosened it up. As you can see, there's a gap here now. So do it on both sides. And now the next step is take a rubber mallet and start pounding this out. Now before you do that, there's one small thing you need to do, and that is remove this rubber covering, or rubber bushing, rubber covering, whatever you call it, from this side of the axle nut. So it was right there, like that. Okay. So make sure you just use a screwdriver to pry it up. And as you can see, I also loosened the chain tightener here. So there's gap here. And it's ready to come out. Now with the Brembo brakes, this is attached to the axle. That's a stem that runs down, that's attached to the axle. So when the axle come out, the wheel is going to drop, but it's also going to drop the caliper. Okay, so that's a little different style than my V-Strom over there, or my FJR over there. So that's something to note. But other than that, it's a simple, straightforward process. Alright, start tapping. I have some wooden blocks under the wheel, so it doesn't drop too far, so I can catch it. But with the stand, there's a lot of clearance under the wheel. So let's see how this goes. See? That's pretty much easy now to tap it out. The trick is, do not tap it until you tighten or loosen the chain adjuster, because that's going to put some pressure on this. Or maybe you should be able to use some extra force to get it out. Whatever works for you guys. Alright, so that's starting to come out. The adjuster block, one piece of aluminium, it just came out. There is no washer, nothing here. Okay, perfect. Make sure the orientation, you got it right. Okay, it should be, this triangulated side needs to face the front. just like that. The triangular side is for the front. I don't think it matters which way you put this in, because it's the same either side. There is no grooves or anything like that, so you should be good to go either side, but that has to go to the front. Alright, so let's keep that aside. I also don't want to confuse the right side things with the left side, so I have a metal tray here, so I'm storing all the right side stuff here along, except this will move out, so I know when I put it back in what belongs to what side. Alright, now I need both my hands to hang onto the wheel when I take the axle out, so I'm going to cut the video, and once I take the wheel off, I'll continue. Okay, so I got the wheel off. So wheel is right there. Very easy to do. Once you remove the axle, remove this part from the right side. Now there's a difference between this and the one that came off the left side, because there's a groove here, as you can see, right? So it faces front like that, and the groove has to face outside. So do not put it in like that, that's wrong. It has to go like that, so the axle end rests on this. That's the only difference. Other than that, is the same thing. What I'm going to do, I have to clean all this stuff, but just going to keep it in the same order that it came in. So it came out like that, so put it in like that. Then on the left side it came in, well, this doesn't matter, so put it in. Oops, before that, put the washer in, put this in, and this nut was this side, so cool. Now it's all one piece, so I don't confuse myself. And of course this rubber bushing came from this end, so put it in like that. You can just press it by hand, it's good. Done. Keep it aside. Now I'm resting the chain on the swing arm, so I just put some paper towel so it doesn't make direct contact, scratch the paint, whatever. The brake caliper, as I said, there's a stem here that the axle goes through. Now this is, as you can see, it's standing by itself. The reason is there's a groove here, and there's a notch on this side, so that notch has to sit inside that groove, and then it's it just sits itself. But make sure when you put the wheel back on that you properly place that notch in there before you put the wheel back in. I might do some brake work here now that I have the wheel out. Maybe clean up the brake pads, lube the joints. I don't have any issues with it, but as well do it. It'll also give you a good time to clean the backside. So you can see it's pretty dirty now. I just came from the mountains, so it was raining there, so the bike is dirty. But it's a good chance to clean out the insides of the exhaust, the backside of the exhaust, the mud flaps, or whatever. And also this area where dust likes to collect. Cool, that's it. So once I get the tires swapped out, yeah, I'll probably do a video for the reverse of this, which is install of the wheel.